Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are live with the matchup between Team Brutality and Semper X, India's most popular team, versus one of India's oldest teams in Semper X. Obviously, the popular one being Brutality. They are the most loved. And, well, so far so good. We are gonna go live with the pistol round, and it is, well, Juventa just buying up the CZ. So pretty potent killer with that machine. And Rick's just taking heads left, right, and center with Hunter. Comes to the rescue, gets the kill on Affector, but there's still Rick's to contend with, and Hunter equalizing things. It is down to a 3v2. Juventa very, very low. And he's gonna get spotted out by Hunter. Bomb has been dropped in a very precarious location, and Juventa, oh, he's playing this very cheekily. Do we see a knife coming in? Yeah, Juventa does get the kill onto Hunter, and Venom finds the final kill. We seem to be experiencing certain technical difficulties. We will be back with you in a second.
Yep. Pretty interesting run coming out of a lot of firefight coming in right behind Squeaky, and Brutality, the aggression working out for them wonderfully. As we should have the issue. Being fixed. So it seemed to be having a little bit of technical issues, but we will be resuming with the game. Hopefully things will work out fine. It's gonna be Rix with the FAMAS, gonna be Pop Flash inside. Pexer and Rix both going for aggressive control, but Foxy with a fadeaway long distance shot with the CZ, that's gotta hurt. Juventa's gonna push in with the UMP, trying to at least find a trade. They're still gonna continue to continue to aggress towards A mains, finally getting control of it. So despite losing a man, Brutality, they are not really holding back, completely relinquishing mid control though. So this is kind of a high risk, high reward play, because you could see Semper X slowly making their way towards mid. Impale, we've seen what he can do with the pistols. The Deagle was singing loud and clear yesterday. Oh mama, that Deagle though from Impale was absolutely phenomenal. But what is curious though, okay, well, Pexer does find Foxy, that equalizes the numbers disadvantage, but what is curious though is Brutality letting cash through. They historically haven't been the best cash team, and was getting a quick kill, and Venom with the 3k, okay then with the Kobe and the 3k. So this is getting interesting. So 2-0 to Brutality, off to a pretty strong start on the CT side on cash. Like I said, historically Brutality have been pretty weak on cash. They've kind of tended to stay away from it, but with the arrival of Waz and Pexer having breathed new life into the lineup, they seem to be more favorable towards picking cash and actually performing quite well on it. The last time they played cash was during COBX against Team Wolf, and I think they got, the last time I cast them playing cash, and they got absolutely decimated by Team Wolf. So I hope it's not a repeat of old trends, and they have, I've seen them play this map so often on scrims. They have been working a lot on cash. So yeah, and they are facing off against Glocks. I mean, just one upgraded, two P250s and 3 Glocks. So shouldn't be having much of a trouble here dispatching off and putting 3 rounds on the board. Brutality. In fact, I'm expecting them to put a flawless round on the board, to be very honest. The thing with cash is, although we see a lot of teams in India who like playing the map, to be honest, I've spoken to Pra a lot about this as well, that most of them don't seem to have a very good idea how to go about it. In the meantime, there's going to be a quick hit coming towards A, but it's just pistols and they're going to get completely mopped with you. And taking a bit of damage, but in the end, all 5 players stay alive for Brutality. So, come back to what I was saying. I feel like many teams want to play cash, and there's only very few teams. I don't think I can name any team who actually have a very good CD side on cash. Most of the teams actually have some pretty good executes on the A bomb side. They have proper clinical executes for both the bomb sides and over at mid and whatnot. But when it comes to CD side, there's just a lack of aggressive, you know, dynamic play on the CD side. We've never seen this from most teams. With Brutality though, starting things off on the right foot, if you ask me.
With a bang. And look at that again, Squeaky aggression, and it's almost pays off. And 2 people pushing up Squeaky. This can be either miraculously good or devastatingly bad. As of right now, it's kind of tending to lean towards the latter. But that nade though is gonna, oh, okay, CS:GO nades, bleh, just.
Yep. Yeah. Venom in the meantime playing towards Z. He's got the UMP of Fist and was aggressing in. He can actually get the kill. Yes, he will. If he makes his escape, it's big. It's Venom's going to get a kill over at Impale and meet. And his UMPs
doing a bit of damage, by the way. In Semperex, all of a sudden, they are a man... actually, Brutality rather a man to the good. But Wuz and Venom, both of them kind of low. So, bullet on either of them, any part of the body could be their undoing. Fox Mate's in a great position. But what a perfectly timed peek coming from Pexer. He's looking for more. He's got the health to work with. It should be oh! Krish gets taken down through middles, but they line up to absolute perfection. And Pexa just completely decimating that A play single-handedly. Brutality 4-0. The Semperex will be forced to go for an eco.
Well, so far so good for Brutality. I mean, 4 rounds on the trot, make that 5, because again, at the most they'll be facing off against a pistol armor buy. Although, to be very honest, let's never discount the armor Tech 9 in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It is the most ridiculous weapon in the game.
Apart from the UMP, of course.
Yeah, see, it's the Keck 9 and the $500 meme gun.
Did you say the Keck 9?
Yeah, it's the Keck 9 and the $500 meme gun, which is the 5.7. Okay, like these two pistols are just literally make you go, what the F?
What the F indeed. It's going to be a fast play towards Checkers. Wuz is waiting with the UMPs. Racking up the Molotovs, helping him out. Venom's going to burn a man alive as Pexa picks up the final kill. Another just one flawless round right now. But Brutality doing a great job. Look at the money. 2 guys, 3 people are 10k. Pexa's almost at $10,000. And Rick's the only guy's kind of low on money. They built up such a huge bank and is still keeping the UMPs in play. This is a great start for...
This is
Brutality.
as good a start as any team could have wanted on any map.
And bear in mind, this is the lower bracket. So loser goes home. We've already seen JMD Gaming and Shooting Monkeys getting knocked out of the tournament. We've seen Team Wolves getting knocked out by Data Dream last night. And now Brutality Semperex fighting for survival. The winner of this game is going to be facing off with the Data Dream, and that's coming up next as well.
And I like this. Every round on the buy round, they have aggression. Oh, look at that. They weren't expecting such a heavyweight presence. It just trades back and forth. 2 kills on either side and it's 3v3. Yes, it is going to favor the Ts because now they can bunch up and hit any bomb site. But, I mean, the CTs have the angle advantage. They can just hold an angle and wait for the Ts to stream into anyway, into either bomb site, and they have it covered. And as of now, it seems that Semperex will be targeting the bomb site with 2 Brutality players standing guard. That's going to be the A bomb site. And they are going to be making their way considerably safely. And oh, Impale taking a ton of nade damage on his way through. Exer's positioning has been absolutely spot on thus far.
Yep. I wonder if he had a job as a forklift operator, because he is just phenomenal in that spot. In the meantime, flank coming in from Wuz.
And it's sad that one player did drop out from the server. Look at that. One player, and the worst part is that player was alive when he dropped from the server.
But I think it was after the damage is done.
Yeah, I know. So match has been paused, so we will wait for the reconnect to happen. So in the meantime, enjoy the beautiful graphics that are...
So that pretty much tells the story of the lower brackets right now. We saw Shooting Monkeys getting knocked out by Dare to Dream, 16-10. Then similar scoreline, 16-10 for Semperex when they knocked out JMD. And then D2D had a pretty tight game against Wolves. I think it was in Mirage, if I remember it right. It was pretty late last night, so I don't remember. And that was 16-13, as we do see Dare to Dream are now waiting over here. They're waiting for the winner of this particular game, Brutality and Semperex, to face off against them. Again, that's going to be a knockout game. That's going to be coming up next as well. In the meantime, over on the winner brackets, we actually see Risky and Entity Gaming so far undefeated. Both of them looking really solid. Look at the score lines. Risky 16-9 is Shooting Monkeys and 16-1 against Brutality. And then Entity dispatching JMD Gaming and taking down Team Wolves as well, 16-1. It's kind of mirroring the score lines. And Entity have only dropped 7 rounds so far. So we're still waiting on the unpause to come in. But right now the score is, I think, 5-1. A little bit of technical issues being faced by the by I think one of the players getting disconnected. It's pretty hairy weather in Mumbai right now. A lot of rain, a lot of
pain,
and a lot of no gain, to be honest. So we're going to be heading over. By the way, we have our flights in about 3 or 4 hours from now. We're going to be running to the airport, catching the flight. So we'll be at the venue tomorrow. I think it's Phoenix Mall, Andheri East, I guess, somewhere around there. So I think we're back with the game as well. I think everyone's joined in. So by the way, if you guys are in Mumbai, if you're willing to brave the rain, do drop in. It's going to be pretty fun. There's gonna be some Dota 2, there's gonna be some cosplay and yada yada, but we all know what's the important thing. Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike, my friend.
Sukabriat.
Sukabhel. Alrighty, Krish aggressing up Ivy. They've been pushed, probed and prodded almost at every part of the map by Brutality. And
It's so annoying though, right? Like you don't know what to do. You don't know what to set up. So like 30 seconds are expended just holding the line, waiting for someone to push out, and that's just it eats your time away, right? Now, the Brutality have put a fear into Semperex that they're going to push in at any moment, at any time, on any part of the map, and Semperex, like, half the round is just expended for them just waiting for a push in Brutality, which can happen or may not happen as well. So this is a great series of Brutality. 5-1 up. As right now, though, no one really taking any damage yet. A bit on the clock.
I'm really liking this switch up from Brutality as well. So they've really pushed the issue with the umps and the lesser rifles, the FAMASs, thus far, and that has kind of instilled a sense of paranoia in Semperex. Look at them. It is 49 seconds left on the clock and they're still just waiting. They've done nothing. No aggressive plays, no aggro peaks, no info plays either.
No info plays whatsoever. They're going to go for just a Hail Mary execute into the A bomb side. Problem for them is there's a guy boosted up
on Shoutbox,
and it's going to be spotted out. He hasn't yet done anything yet. This Hunter's going to be, he's going to check the angle. It's a question. The Molotov's still keeping them at bay. Nice counter flashes. They're making him bleed for this. They're going to check on top, but it's going to be Pixar. He's got to find two men. He's finally going to get taken down. Now it's a 2v2, and the retake's going to be coming in. Will they be able to get the bomb down though? Because the CT player already pushing in the nade. Oh, I thought it was a Molotov. And how did the nade not do any damage? I don't understand. Impale's going to find Woods, but now it's a 1v2 Venom
versus the world.
Oh, okay.
Back.
Finds the kill onto Impale. Great intuition there from Venom. He's waiting for the smoke to dissipate before he goes to the play. Foxy against his old teammate. He's going to get spotted out, and Venom gets the clutch. And that is going to be round number 6 of Brutality. And Semperex's money is going to be in the dumpster.
There is no money anymore, Bleh. It's just gone. Venom with a very crucial brace. 2k clutch. 1v2. Give this man a cookie. He has earned it. I mean, he's the epitome of physical fitness as well. So I'm so jealous when I look at his biceps. Someone pinch me, Bleh. Not literally. It's a figure of speech, bruh. But yeah, enough drooling over Venom's biceps. Back to the game. It is 6-1, and Semperex have just been. Well, they should have been hard reset, but they somehow managed to cobble together a buy with an AWP. 1 Galil, 1 AK-47, 2 Tech 9s, 3 smokes, a couple of nades and a couple of flashbangs. And again, look at the aggression. Almost immediately gets the kill onto Impale. Getting impaled to the floor, and now he's going to take the fight to the op. Nope, they're going to fall back. Smart play coming out from Brutality. They aggress, get the kill and fall back. Minimal damage taken on part of Pexer. This is actually good. Counter-Strike being...
I won't lie, Brutality are playing the CD side very dynamically. Forgetting how to English. But yes, Brutality are actually having a very good CD side right now. I won't lie. And Semperex, you can see they're struggling to make any inroads into any of these bomb sites. And look at how they're rotating the players as well, right? They had 3 guys over at B. They made a presence felt, immediately fell back after getting the man advantage. Now they have 4 guys, over the A, the mid area, just leaving 1 guy in the B bomb site. This is just mind games coming out from Brutality. And then Semperex, what are they going to do?
I mean, they've bunched up and they're heading towards the B bomb site. I mean, when all else fails, you rush B, right?
Yeah.
But it is the right call because there's just 1 player, that's Venom, holding that bomb site. But right now, the way Venom's been hitting shots could all fall apart very, very soon. And Rix does make his way over and does get spotted out. But that means Rix can just wait for Venom. And yeah, there we go. Buzz getting 1 kill. Venom, both those players fall, and there's Pexer on the quick rotate, gets the kill onto Krish. And down goes Hunter as well as he tries to traipsy his way into the
How many
B-bomb
times
site.
have you seen 7-1?
What's that thing that Mercy from Overwatch says? Legends never die?
Yeah.
Something like that, or is it heroes never? Oh,
Heroes never
no,
die.
that's the English translation, right?
I don't know.
She's German, technically, so I think she says legends never die or something. I think I need a fact check on that.
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
I don't watch much. I don't play much Overwatch much either now. I don't know.
And even if you play, you'll be a McCree, right? Hit scan.
Obviously.
Set
It's
in your ways, you
new.
old man.
In the meantime, 7-1 as Juventa is just mopping them. They're just charging out through the smoke. It is an eco round though, so kind of a throwaway round. And Hunter. No, he just gets 1 to kill.
Yeah.
Okay, Bex, just a pretty good intuition. The Krish taking a bit of damage. I think, yeah, the round is pretty much done and dusted. It's a lot of time remaining on the clock, but Venom crosshair trained on Krish.
I mean, it's a rare sight, right, to see Venom with the AWP and not Rix.
That's because Rix just got taken down.
Oh yeah, Rix.
He picked it up. And Juventa spots out the sliver there. Takes on Krish. Almost a flawless round. The AWP has been salvaged, so they're not going to be too worried about it. We do have, I think, attack pause getting called by Semperex. Yeah, they need to take a breather. They're going to go for the buy now because it was an eco round. Question is, what are they going to do with it? 8-1 to Brutality. Yee.
This is getting brutal. How the tables have turned. Yesterday, this scoreline was mirrored. Only Brutality was sitting at 1 and Risky was the one at 8. Or maybe it was 0. Whatever. It was 7-1, right? Even in the Brutality Risky game?
Yep, it was.
Yeah, so...
I think it was an overpass.
It was an overpass. I'm guessing it feels good to be on the other side of this scoreline as of now. Because Brutality, take nothing away from them. They have been playing a phenomenal CT side. They have aggressed at the right times. They haven't over-aggressed. They've done everything by the book and it's been spot on. They've played the buddy system to perfection. One can see how much time and effort that has gone into prepping Cash for them. I think from one of their weaker maps, this can definitely now be considered, at least on the CT side, to be one of their stronger maps. This has been quite a dominant performance so far from Team Brutality.
Absolutely. Semperex have taken a timeout. They're gone for the buy AK's armor and whatnot, but honestly speaking, I have no idea what they're going to do here. Okay, let's have a theoretical discussion here, Archie. You're Semperex. You have the guns now. You have kind of limited utility. You know how Brutality are going, you know, just pushing into its mains, pushing towards B mains together, having 3 guys just rush up mid. How would you counter this right now if you were calling for Semperex at the moment?
Well, frankly, I'd hold very passive for about 20 seconds. If I see nothing, I'm going to fake mid wall, get someone boosted up. I'm going to waste 3 smokes in mid. I'm going to smoke off Z, mid wall, so that I'd invite them to push that smoke. Because the way they're feeling, the way they're playing, I'd say that they might be getting a little cocky, might be getting a little too comfortable in their position, so they might be tempted to push that smoke. And I just post up my... Do I have an AVP? No, I don't have an AWP at my disposal. Fine, I'll post up one of my AK players. Focus on white box and close, boost 2 players up, have them peek together, watching different angles, and be there to trade for each other, provided wherever they get shot from. And then, after I get mid control, I'd go vents. The one remaining smoke I would use to smoke off highway. And then pincer B.
Alright, let's see what if they do that. Instead, they're going to be playing again clustered towards mid. Mythil, he does have backup. The 3 guys slowly waiting for the aggression from B, but this time around, Brutality, they've mixed it up. They're not really aggressing and they're playing a little bit more passively. 3 guys over in mid, they have a guy over in vent, so a more default setup coming out here in round number 10 of this game.
I mean, if you look at how Brutality are set up, right? If they actually did that mid wall, it would literally cut off 2 players, like 3 players, and isolate them. And they could actually get a lot of kills in mid. It's a very heavy mid stack right now coming in from Brutality. It can get ugly if they do decide to go in. It could be an all-out fist fight, like gunfight in mid. So
what I'm curious is Semperex is doing the same thing again. Now they're waiting for that. Look, it's less than a minute now, and they've just been waiting for the aggression that they expect from Brutality. Instead, what I would like to see at this juncture would be a little bit of, you know, fighting fire with fire. Just push in, you know, just go for a fast play, try something a little different, try to catch Brutality off guard. You might be lucky, you might go into the side where there's no one there, just might be one guy there. Or if they are pushing it, at least there'll be some trades going your way. That can work out. Rix, take the shot, back in, it's gonna get Foxy. Meantime, Impale is going to find Venom at the bomb. However, it's making its way towards B. It's mixing things up a little bit. Semperex trying to go for this fake. And it might actually work out. Juventa is going to be caught in the middle of the side. Failed smoke, but that's okay. But look at Pexer. How is he here? How is even there, Pexer? Oh, he whiffs it. They're going to pick up an easy double kill. But Wolves is going to find Impale, and Pexer is trying to stay alive. But Krish is going to take him down, leave it down to 2v2. But this guy can drop him down from Benson. It's going to be Krish. What a shot onto the head of Woods, living it all down to Rix. And a 1v2 with the op. Not the best of weapons to go for this retake. But the bombs are planted. Oh, almost just lands the shot at midair. But Hunter's going to take him down. It's going to be round number 2 for Semperex. Finally, something going the way. As Brutality, though, money for days. They can keep buying up till the end. Not the end of the half, but at least for a couple more rounds.
And they have one more buy left in them, very honestly. Yeah, at the most. That also is going to be a broken buy. That's the thing with the CT economy, right? You saw how dominant Brutality have been, but just one round loss and their money is already looking iffy.
Absolutely.
I like your attention to detail right now, Blair.
I pay a lot of detail to where it matters,
Yeah.
Archie.
I pay a lot of detail to all the attention that matters, right?
I have no idea what I'm saying right now. My mind has combusted.
Anyway, this time though, a very default 2-1-2 setup coming in from Brutality. They know that they can't really afford to really lose this round. Their money isn't as great as we thought it would be, and even they thought it would be. So they've taken much more default positions. But like Blair has been saying consistently, they have put the fear of God in Brutality already, in Semperex already. The pushes have just mentally eviscerated Semperex, and they've just been so passive. And this is not the Semperex that I'm used to casting. They're more of a YOLO team. They just go balls to the wall, rushing into bomb sites, and just Hunter and Myth will just go crazy. Just headshots for days.
Shots for days. Rix.
Oh.
Pulling the tight angle. It's all about timing. What a perfect flashbang. And Pexa takes a while to get the kill, but he gets it, and he will not get traded. Rix in the meantime finds Krish over at mid. He was trying to go in for the look. Impale. Great shot into Pexa. Little careless from Pexa because the flame was not deep enough. It was outside the door. So I thought it would probably, play a little bit more passively. Juventus got to line them up, though. Almost gets a second kill as well, but now it's a 2v3. And look at Venom just pushing in. Great spray transfer. The bomb doesn't even get planted. 9-2. Brutality will decimate Semperex that round, and it's going to be, well, normal.
Reset.
And reset time as well. The money is in. The money is really in the shitter. Mythil Krish on first round loss bonus of $1,400. The rest of them, everyone's below 3k except for one guy. This should be pretty much a full eco coming up from Semperex. 9-2 to Venom and company.
Well, we are in trouble. That's the motto for Semperex right now. This is absolutely the worst possible thing that can happen. You win a round and then immediately lose the following round and get reset. Yeah. Because that means you're in double eco territory. Not all of you can go in with a full buy, especially considering the fact that you have bought into this round to your last dollar. Yeah, so you're in a forced buy territory, so you will have to eco the next round come what may and go for a full buy in the subsequent round. Well, so finally a fast play out towards mid, and one gets two. Can he get the third? No. Venom's gonna come to the rescue and see if he goes over.
Pretty much they went for the force buy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did. They had $1,400 on 3 players.
Yeah, might as well just go for it.
It's not like they had a choice.
Op won't be salvaged, but does it really matter, to be honest? Look at the money, look at the cash. Venom is flush with money, and 10-2. Semperex will have to go for an eco now. This has gone from bad to worse to holy shite.
Very articulate.
Very articulate. Yes, I am.
But that's what happens, right? I mean, Brutality have been playing such a fantastic half of Counter-Strike. I'm really, really impressed. This is like a completely new Brutality. I'm not used to seeing them play this good. Like they've played it perfectly. Like they've played it like a proper team plays a counter-terrorist side. And now they're just gonna go one flash, pop flash out onto the A bomb side. Oh, Dexter does get felled by Mythil, but then there's Rix and oh, okay. A bit expensive, and Juventa, the longest spray of his life.
Doesn't really matter though, right? Round number 14, the penultimate round coming up, and look at the money. Even if they lose all the weapons this round, they will not be pressurized when it comes to cash.
No, I mean Venom will be on full $16,000 in the next round.
I think he's gonna buy an AWP for Rix. No, they're just gonna go with rifles. You don't even need the AWP at this juncture.
It's just ridiculous how good their economy is right now. But yeah, Semperex need to pull one out of the bag. This is getting dire.
This is getting very bad.
Finally, the passive plays will come through. Okay, I speak too soon. Dexter will get the kill on
How are they allowed to just push in and keep winning these duels? All the Rix gets taken down. Look at the health on Mythil and Krish. They're both very low. Wooz gets dinked and he survives as well. And Hunter does find Pexa. Now it's a 3v3. Well, the health advantage slightly in favor of Brutality. Wooz is kind of low, but 2 players are low for Semperex.
I like the fact that they're not, married to the bomb. They're playing it a bit passive. Oh, what a flash. That's a flash and a half from Venom. But bomb does get recovered, and there is mid-aggression coming out from Juventa. He can actually catch...
That's what I'm talking about, right? The mid-round aggression from Brutality is really on point. This is just great work, but despite the aggression, he's going to get caught with his pants down. They might have actually fallen into this trap. They think there's a guy at mid, so they probably think there's just one guy in the B bomb side. There are 2 guys here. It's going to be Venom and Wooz. They're not going to check this angle, and Venom waiting very patiently finds one, finds 2. Great trigger discipline, 12-2. Oh boy, oh lordy.
This is... Venom can drop 3 ops. That's how much money he has. He can drop 3 ops, so then.
He can drop 3 ops. They're rich for days, and look at the buy on them. On the other hand, look at the buy on Semperex. 3 Galils, a Tech 9, and a Deagle.
Wow, it's like literally ending up at the Best Buy at the flag end of a Black Friday sale, and then picking up whatever dregs of electronics are left at the store. That's the buy that's coming in from Semperex right now.
Well, 12-2. Even if they get it 3 rounds, this just looks a little too much to
recuperate from.
Recuperate from, yeah, that's the right word. But let's see, it's still Counter-Strike, and we've seen people... Okay, Foxy, Hunter, opening it up. Pexa does find it. He's been really on point today. He finds 2 before he gets taken down. Hunter going for the hunt here. Onto Wooz. 3 rounds likely now for Semperex. They just need to play this smart and safe. Venom coming with a long flank from A mains. Wooz now. He's been spotted out. It's going to come down to Venom. He's got to do great work. Hunter and Krish, though, they're going to have none of it. They take them down, and that is going to be the round going the way of Semperex. So 3 rounds on the T side.
No map. Under no circumstances. Unless it's Train and your
Nuke.
VP. Or Nuke and your VP. Or unless your VP and it's any map.
Yeah,
except Dust 2, which is not in the map pool anymore. Good for VP.
This is hard. This is hard.
Like I've seen, remember in the previous majors, VP had 3 rounds on the T side on Cobblestone and won the game 16-13.
Look, that's VP, man.
Yeah, that's VP. Just VP things. Anyway, Semperex really need to pick up this pistol round if they want, even a sliver of hope of survival in this tournament. Not just this map. That's what they're playing for. That's what's at stake. It's a place at the LAN event that's going to start tomorrow. Oh, Mythil, what are you doing? Through the smoke and through the heads of the incoming terrorists, and just Impale and Mythil just going absolute god mode there. 3 players eviscerated from the server even before they saw the light of day outside Squeaky. And now Rix, just some mad stray skills.
No bullets remaining.
0 bullets.
Mythil, okay, then. The stars align, the heads align, and Semperex, they won the pistol round.
That's a start. It's a start.
That's a start.
That's what it's going to take. You can't really get demoralized in a game of Counter-Strike. Even when the scores are so, when the odds are ever stacked against you, you have to take it 1 round at a time. The game isn't over until the scoreboard reads 16 for one of the teams. So you can't get demoralized, and that's one of the cornerstones of actually turning pro in Counter-Strike is the right mindset. If you get tilted, if you get, if you're like, what's the point? Then don't go pro. Sit at your home, be a pug star, be happy. Farm IR.
Force buy from Brutality. Of course, they're going to go for it. Mythil is on the line with his teammate. Mythil and Krish helping themselves to put 3 kills. SMG money being farmed by Krish. In the meantime, Foxy playing with MP7. A gun which is being used quite often in many of the Indian teams. You don't see that otherwise. We'll find one, but Hunter. Pretty good SMG money being farmed. 4 kills with the UMPs. And Brutality will be forced to go for a Nico, and it's gonna be should be round 6 for Semperex coming right up.
Yeah, I mean this should be a pretty straightforward round. Not a big fan of the buy up from Juventa, which means he'll be relegated to either the ump with utility or a Galil with slightly lesser utility in the next round. But the thing is, I mean, you have such a huge lead, you can afford to experiment with your T side as well. But again, this is Counter-Strike, and these leads evaporate faster than, a drop of water in the Sahara Desert. So, wow, my analogies are on point.
Thanks.
Anyway, enough of, patting myself on the back.
Yeah, because I'm not going to pat you.
Oh, you will. Foxy is just lining them up, but then finally does get taken down to Pexer. And Pexer, it's the rifle down that.
Nah, that's fine.
Yeah,
they can swap over the UMPs. There you go. Chris should just drop in, and someone should pick up that M4. There we go. Almost covered by the body. But Brutality, 12 rounds, Semper X. They win 3 in a row on the CD side. Can they hold on more is the question.
Well, I mean, Brutality will come in with the buy, and all of them manage to at least get AKs on the board. Will Riggs go for the utility play? No. Just raw firepower across the board. Just raw firepower. 5 AK-47s, armor across the board, 2 smokes, 2 molotovs, and 2 flashbangs. Wow. Someone is just... They're not going to wait. So, how would you play on such paltry utility? Would you rush into a bomb site knowing that the CTs are stacked to the face, to the nose with the utility, and can probably...
I'll just go for... since it's the early days and you have a 6-round lead, I'll just go for a clean execute, try and figure out how they're playing. Or the other alternative would be just to play passively, try and gather information. So you kind of use this round as, okay, Foxy, caught napping. But the 2 guys over in short and Pexa. He's going to find one more. Yes, what are they doing? What are you doing, guys? Pexter almost gets a 3rd kill. And Venom and Riggs quickly find 2 frags. And that's all down to Hunter all of a sudden. He's going to find one. Lights up was. But 1v3.
Ooh, I still don't understand how he's alive. The nade literally went off.
CSGO nades. That's all there is to it. Momentum looking the wrong way, but recovers in time. Gets to kill. Round number 13. Brutality. Semperex should have the money for the buy, though. They had a pretty good couple of anti-eco rounds.
Just look at Pexer right now. He's sitting on 29 kills in 19 rounds. That man... And these are not all eco frags, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Pexa, stop it. Stop it.
Hard carry redefined right now. Even in the previous round, he did what? Over 280 points of damage. 2 kills and like what? 84 damage onto the player who was the 3rd player over towards the right box. It's just ridiculous amount of damage being dished out by one single player. Come on.
Nice. Speaking of Pexer, he's on the AK. 5 AKs, a dual up setup in play for Semperex. Big investment. Very big investment. And the problem, what I see here is they're not really going for any playmaking with the ops. They're just playing very passively. 2 guys over in highway, 1 guy in heaven over in B, 1 guy in the B bomb site, and 1 player playing all the way at the back of quads. So
this has been the difference between Brutality and Semperex, especially on the CT side. This CT setup from Semperex is very vanilla. Like scary vanilla. And if they lose this round, right? If they lose this round, their money's gone. They'll be forced to eco, which means it's going to be 15 rounds on the board for Brutality regardless. So more than likely we're going to be seeing Semperex force up the issue over and over till Kingdom Come. Which will come very fast, seeing how... Oh, okay. Hunter.
That just felt very iffy from Brutality, the way they came out mid. But damage being inflicted Foxy. He's got the UMP though, so he's going to fall back as the B bomb side is where the action is going to be taking place. Krish is going to find one, but he gets traded by Pexa. The smoke is moving towards CD spawn. Rick's going to get the kill on the middle. I think got him through the smoke, if I'm not mistaken. Hunter perfectly lining up the shot. He's going to get the kill. Rick's in the meantime with the AK-47. He needs to cross on over as well, and he will almost get stuck in the jump, but he will get the bomb down. It's a 2v3 though. But it's got Juventa to back him up. Rix is baiting out Foxy, who pushes in alone. Impale gets the wall bang and Juventa, and Rix, he goes for the counter, and he gets the 1v2. Bomb doesn't even need to get planted. And that is going to be round number 14 for Brutality. And I think there was a wall bang that came in there from, wasn't where Krish. But in the end, it was not to be. Round will go the way of Brutality. They're 14-6, and Semperex's money is in the dumpster.
Like I said,
and they're gone for the force buy. Yeah,
they have no room for any wiggle room anymore. And what was that retake? Oh, the new body shot, the old body shot, and it's gonna yield 0 results as it always used to in the past. And look at that! Was just barreling out onto the A bomb side, opening things up with the kill on the Impale, and Venom just doing Venom things. In the meantime, Mythil does get the kill on a Pexer. Smokes are really nothing but a minor annoyance to these players, the way they've been shooting through it. And look at that. Riggs And Juventa just cleaning things up. Everyone's on 1 kill except Pexer. And Krish is now just gonna embrace the lung cancer and will die in the smoke.
Embrace lung cancer. All right then.
I mean, he's sitting in smoke. It's like pretending to be in Delhi the morning after Diwali. It's just like that.
I hope I never am in Delhi in the morning of the Diwali, or for that matter, for generally speaking. All right, potential final round here coming in of the game here, ladies and gents.
Alrighty, 15-6, Semper X, 5 UMPs, a couple of nades, and Foxy opening things up with a nice kill onto Rix. And finally some aggression. This time they have pushed A main, although it is Mythil who's pushing. There is support in the form of Foxy way towards the entrance of A main. But yeah, and now Mythil's all going to be left alone in A main. So they have map control there, so they can focus. And Mythil's going to be relaying a lot of important information over to his teammates, so they can focus their attention towards the B bomb site. But leaving mid so startlingly naked, in my opinion. Not the best of plays. You can play mid more passively, like you have the umps, maybe get boosted into vents and play that passively. You reduce the distance, surprise your enemies basically, and just letting it all alone and playing from way back in the A bomb site, that range from highway where you see Foxy playing from right now. I mean, you can't, but he's playing from such long ranges, and there we go. Mythil gets taken down instantly. No trades coming in, but Rix he's already fallen to the man advantage, getting neutralized, but was just doing God's work this time. Finally does get taken down by Impale. And Pexer just picking up where he's left off. Oh, might get caught on the reload. Does get killed on the repeak. And now it's down to a 2v2 retake. Will Hunter and Krish be able to recover the rifles is the question. They're not even interested in going to recover the rifles. They're just going in straight. They don't have a kit. They have to be fast. Oh! Nice peek, perfectly timed peek from Venom, and Juventa sees off this round, gets the kill. That's GG, well played for Brutality, who advance into the next game with ridiculous ease. The final score 16-6.
Yep, and we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the final game of the day, and we'll be resuming the rest of the games tomorrow. It's going to be best of 3 over in Phoenix Mall in Mumbai. I'll see you guys there, but do stay tuned. We have the final game of the evening coming up, and that is going to be Brutality facing off against Dare to Dream.